At home first,
Yeah.
checking your birds and make sure all the feathers are in condition, and go over your birds and give them a bath and clean the birds up and make sure your combs and everything is oiled down. It pays to do this a couple days in advance and then redo it right before the show. That way it gives these birds a bright comb and bright leg color. But just keep going over your birds and handle the birds and get your birds used to you. And checking the books to make sure type-wise and things like that. And there's all kinds of little tricks to make them birds look a little better. And, just the idea of the time that you want to put with it and the care that you want to give them birds. Before the show, in the morning before the show.
So you're saying olive oil and
alcohol, half and half.
What kind of alcohol?
Just rubbing alcohol.
Rubbing alcohol.
Yeah.
And then you're doing their legs and their combs.
Do their legs and their comb, and it'll bring that brightness out in that comb, and it'll also take that dry appearance away from it. That oil will take that dry appearance away from the combs on them birds. And it'll stay, if you do it right at the morning of the show, it'll stay there pretty well all day on them birds and give them that nice bright appearance.
And misting them helps too, if you're saying.
Misting them with water helps condition them feathers and make the feathers lay better. You don't get as much rough feathers. The feathers will stay good and smooth and look like they're finished all the time.
What do you have any recommendations, like as far as whether these birds should be outdoors, or how does that impact how they show?
Well, that has a bearing. If you can let the birds out and get them on grass and get them outside, it does make a lot of difference. That brings out the brightness in their face color and their leg color and things like that. When you pen them up inside, their leg color, their combs tend to dull up a little bit. And another thing, a lot of people keep lights on birds for all day or whatever through the night in certain buildings. You really shouldn't do that, because that tends to make the comb grow, and that just takes the appearance and makes them look big, and it just takes the good appearance away from them. They got to have that nighttime rest, and the proper foods in front of them and water in front of them all the time.
Now, as far as feed, you just recommend pretty much what?
Just regular commercial feed. Now, I feed my chickens grain also, but I only give them a small amount in the evening just to make them active, just to dig in the pens and to make them active on that stuff.